Logan Clegg.
Logan Clegg appears virtually in a Vermont Superior Courtroom Thursday. The 26-year-old was wanted for violating his probation in Utah on charges in connection with a felony possession of stolen property case. According to the affidavit, officials in Utah said he fled to Portugal in 2021 and missed a probation hearing.
Court will hold him without bail on a probation violation, and then will set bail on the other matters in the amount of $20,000.
Clegg, who is transient, was tracked down on Williston Road in South Burlington by Concord, New Hampshire police detectives who are investigating the homicides of Stephen and Wendy Reed, shot dead while walking on a city trail back in April.
The Concord, New Hampshire Police Department contacted us as they were in town looking for Mr. Clegg in connection to their case.
The Attorney General's office now says Clegg is a person of interest in that case. He was taken into custody near the South Burlington Public Library yesterday without incident.
We were working in collaboration with the Vermont State Police, and it was actually the Vermont State Police that took Mr. Clegg into custody.
Court documents also show that Clegg purchased a one-way ticket to Germany, and that was set to depart tomorrow from JFK Airport in New York. And while the New Hampshire Attorney General's office names Clegg as a person of interest in the homicides of Stephen and Wendy Reed, court documents show that Concord police named him a suspect. Right now, it's unclear if Clegg will be extradited back to Utah. Reporting live in South Burlington, Vermont, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, Tim, and more is breaking on this case tonight. We are looking at live video just in from Burlington, Vermont, where there is a police presence and crime scene tape is up. The police chief in South Burlington says the scene you are looking at is related to the Concord case, and New Hampshire law enforcement is at this location.
Now, this case began back in April when Stephen and Wendy Reed disappeared. Their bodies were found 3 days later near that Concord trail. In May, investigators released this sketch of a person of interest. And now, 5 months later, this man is in custody in Vermont on unrelated charges out of Utah, with court paperwork saying a Concord detective referred to him as a suspect in the Reeds' deaths. Residents in the area where the Reeds were found are hopeful that this latest development means police are making progress in the case. WMUR's Jennifer Crompton live in Concord with reaction and what could come next.
Well, tonight, a legal expert not connected to this case says having a person of interest in custody can be a turning point.
It's been 6 months since Stephen and Wendy Reed left their apartment complex in Concord for a walk on the nearby Broken Ground trails, where they were found shot to death 3 days later. Neighbors well aware that no arrests or suspects have been named since.
It was a tragic occurrence, and I mean, it's scary to think about stuff like that happening so close to home.
So I think I like to see the person brought to justice.
Now that Logan Clegg, a person of interest, is in custody, legal expert Patricia LaFrance, who is not connected to the case, says investigators may have the break they've been waiting for.
Any investigator is going to want to speak to the person they suspect committed that crime, whether to get some clarifying information or a full confession, or sometimes just to catch that person in a lie.
And they could file a motion with the court to get a swab of his DNA.
If they did find some DNA at the scene that was not the victim's, then now they have a person to compare it to. So that could be very telling.
Until it's definitive that yes, he was the person that committed the crime, I mean, it's not really that much of a relief.
Now, LaFrance says it's very likely that the attorneys generals of all 3 states, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Utah, will be connecting about when to transport Clegg to Utah and how to navigate any charges here should they happen. We're live in Concord, Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.